Hey, welcome to Victoria 3. This is my Michigan world building project. I'm the Michigan mayor, and I'm excited to get back in here. There's a lot of things that I want to get done today. And last episode, I started off with the Statue of Liberty under construction. And today, I want to push for my construction sector, and I also want to catch up my economy. So the first thing is that my chemical plant is finished and I have silk and dye. So I'm going to come through to my glass factory and make ceramics. And then I'm going to come down to my textile mills and make luxury clothes. And then I'm going to come to my market and I'm going to look through here. And first of all, I want to look at my tools and see that I need more tools. So I'll come to Michigan and I'm going to click on my tool workshop and change these to, I'll just change it to wrought iron tools first. And now I'll come to my market and I'll see tool problem fixed. And now I'm going to think about my steel. So I'll come to my steel mill and I'm going to change it to Bessemer processes. It uses a little bit more iron and makes more steel. So now I make 140, come back to my market, and I still am missing some. I'm missing 32. So I'll come back here to Michigan and I'm going to go and open hearth processes. And that's going to take even more iron, same amount of coal, but it's going to hire a lot of different people. It's going to hire more engineers and machinists and shopkeepers and laborers too. But I'm also going to change it to rotary valve engine to put some of these laborers in some other factories. And I'm going to do the same thing in my tool factory too. The tooling workshop, I'll put it to rotary valve engine, and I'm going to jump right up to steel tools. So now my GDP is going to go up a little. I'll come back to my market and I want to look and see I do need glass. I could build another glass factory. I already have 4. And if I upgrade this one to leaded glass, I'm going to need to build a lead mine. So I'm going to go ahead and click my resources. I'm going to find the lead mine. And I'm going to put one down in Ohio. And that's going to take 18 weeks. Good. I'm going to come back to my market. I'm going to look at my coal. I want more coal. And I have one in Pennsylvania. I'm going to click on here and I'm going to give it condensed engine pump. Alright, so now I make 68 coal. I have a +9 coal in my market. So the coal problem fixed. So now I'm going to turn my eyes on my paper. I'm going to go to my paper mill in Michigan and I'm going to change it to sulfate pulping. It's going to consume sulfur and make some more paper, 70 more. So now I'm making $3,000 during construction. I'm going to come back to my market and see those issues are fixed. But now I want some more sulfur. So I'll come to my sulfur mine, and I think I only have one. And I think it's in Ontario. I know it's in Ontario, but I think I only have one. And nope, I have another one in Wisconsin. I'm going to do Ontario, and I'm going to give it condensed engine pump. I'm going to do it on both. No, just Ontario. So Ontario now has more sulfur. Come to my market and see. Looks like the problem's fixed. So now I need more glass. I'm waiting for my lead mine to get built. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to look at my tool factories I know I have a few. So I'm going to go to Pennsylvania, put it on Steel Tools, and I'm going to go to the one in Ontario. I'm going to also change this one to Steel Tools. So I'm going to go back, and I'm making a lot of money, and my market looks okay, except the glass. But I'm going to fix that in a minute, and before I do that, I'm going to put another construction sector in Ohio to make sure it's on steel frame building. And now that's going to be done in 2 weeks. Now the reason why I want to push my construction high is because I'm to the point where I think I make enough money, and you can put 400 construction points into each building, and I want to get it to where I can run it on speed 4 and have a lot of things under construction and have time to think about things, think things through. Now I'm going to come to my glass works, and my lead mine's almost done. So right away I see there's 2 weeks left. Right when it hits to 1 week, okay, I'm going to change this to leaded glass. So now glass on my market is off of the top of this list for the things that I have a low balance for. And the only thing here is lead. Glass is off the list. So I just finished my lead mine. So I'm going to come and find it. Here it is in Ohio. Look at my lead mine. It's hiring. And awesome. So it's hiring shopkeepers and laborers. It's going to pay the laborers $1.71. So the average price for this building is $2.06. The coal mine pays $1.70. Logging camp pays $3.16. So now I'll come back and look at my market and see that steel is in high demand. Mainly because I just built that construction sector. So I'll come to my steel mills and I'll check them out. I only have one. So I'm going to put another one down in Pennsylvania. I'm going to make sure it's on open hearth process, but everything else is the same, hand assembled. That's going to take 27 weeks. I'm going to speed it up. Get that done at least. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to come back in here and look. I want my fabric to be fixed. I don't really need it, but I know that if I come to my livestock ranches, it's already open. None of them are hiring. Right, so I'm going to change all of these to increased wool gathering, except Michigan, which is going to be on. I'm going to change it to mechanized slaughterhouses and intensive wool gathering. So now hopefully my livestock ranches are going to hire a little better. Now I'm short on clippers, and steel and glass are expensive, but I have my steel factory under construction. I'm going to have this sped up. Oh, right, my glass. So now that I have lead and my glass works is working, I'm going to change this to crystal glass. And I'll come back to my lead mine and I'm going to change this to condensed engine pump. Alright, now I'm going to come back to my glass works, and I can't automate it yet because I don't really have any oil. I don't want to put any of these on here because ceramics is cheap, and I don't need, if I do this, I'll get rid of some glass, make glass more expensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my nation, and I'm going to upgrade all my glass factories to crystal glass. Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. All take crystal glass. Now I'm going to come back to Ohio, look at my lead mine, and it's going to just barely finished hiring, but I'm going to give it dynamite. It'll give me 19 more lead. I'll come to my market, and I still need some lead and some steel. My steel mill just finished, so I can come to Pennsylvania, and I'm going to look at it, and it's hiring engineers, shopkeepers, machinists, and laborers. And the average wage is $2.91. And now my steel should go down. And I'm going to build another lead mine. Okay, so Ohio is all the way hired, and it's making money, and I can't upgrade it anymore. I could get rid of some laborers, but I don't need to because Ohio has plenty of workers. So I'm going to put another lead mine in Illinois. I'm going to put it on top of the list, above the Statue of Liberty. And that's going to take 13 weeks. I'll come back to my market, and I want more iron. So I'm going to look through my iron mines and see, first what I'm going to look at is going to be Pennsylvania. And I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to give it condensed engine pumps. I'll come back to my iron market and see I'm still short by 41. So now I'm going to come back to Pennsylvania and give it dynamite. Now I have 92 or so. Come back to my market, click on iron. I'm going to do the same thing in New York. Condensed engine pumps and dynamite. And I'm going to let this hire a little. To pay $2.81. And now I'm going to come back to my market and see it's alright. Now I need coal. I need more coal. So I'm going to check my coal mines, and I'm going to go to Ohio. I'm going to do the same thing. Condensed engine pump and dynamite. Now the cool thing with the coal mine is the condensed engine pump only uses tools because the coal comes from here. The other mines, if I click on a different mine, like the lead mine, it uses coal with the condensed engine pump. So now my mines here are upgraded, and I have my market looking pretty good. And I'm going to look around for lead and coal. I'm going to do some more coal. I'll go to my resources and coal. I'm going to do it to every one of them. Give this one dynamite in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to come to Indiana and do condensed engine pump and dynamite. And when I look at this list, I see that there's a job seeker qualification check mark. Because if this isn't there, it's going to have a hard time hiring. Now come back to Michigan, and I'll look and see the local prices. And I'm finally thinking I'm going to build my cosmetic shop. I'll put this above the Statue of Liberty. And that's going to take 15 weeks. And I'm going to come to my market and look. Everything's fine. So on top of the cosmetics, I'm going to put another construction sector here in New York. And I'm going to make sure that it's steel frame buildings. And then it'll give me more construction. So I'll come here and I'll look at Ohio. And this gives me 14 construction points. So that's going to push it up to past 80. Let's see what it's done. Now it's going to hire bureaucrats, clerks, machinists, and laborers. Now my steel and glass and tools. I'm going to come to my building registry and click urban. I'm going to look through my buildings. Glass looks good. I'm going to check all my steel. That's alright. And my tools. So I'm going to need to build another tool factory, tooling workshop, I'm actually going to go to tools and click local prices. And I'm going to see that New York and Ohio, they both need tools, but they don't have a tooling workshop. So I'm going to click on Ohio, and I'm going to come up here to the menu, and then I'm going to put down the tooling workshop. And I'm going to make sure that it's on steel tools. And another thing I want to do is I need rubber, but I don't want to produce artificial rubber from oil. I don't have an oil industry yet. So I'm going to create my Navy, recruit my Admiral, and I'm going to build, I'm going to show obsolete, and I'm going to do frigates, 5 frigates. Because frigates are only worth, they only cost, let's see, what's it cost? It should say somewhere. I think it's only wood and fabric. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's wood and fabric, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, the most basic ship. And I am going to build 1 ship of the line. And that should be enough to go park somewhere and get a colony. The Statue of Liberty is almost done. I'm making some profits. I'm going to come and look and see my clippers are expensive. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to go and subsidize the port. For no reason. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I'll see. I'll wait and see how much it costs. It might cost a lot, and I might not subsidize it. Come back to my market. See, I need tools and glass and sulfur. So I'm going to build another tool factory. Oh yeah, put this on top. There's only 3 weeks left for the Statue of Liberty, so I'm going to build that. And I'm going to put a construction sector in Pennsylvania with iron frame tools. And I'll see how that looks in my economy. And I want to start thinking about building my power plants. But I need copper wires and batteries for power plants. So I'm going to try to think about that too. Power plants are going to let me put my construction sector up to the next level. And I could put down a bioreactor, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait until the end of the game to do that. Bioreactors only take food and engines, but the power plant needs batteries and wires. I'm gonna do this first. My tooling factory is gonna take 6 weeks. I'm gonna come to my buildings and I'm going to look around. My arms industry. Let's see, I don't have lubricants yet, but I have hardwood, steel, tools, and alloy. So I could change it to repeating rifles. I'm going to come to Michigan, click on the building from here. And I'm going to see it hires some people. They're not making much money. So I'm going to put it on repeating rifles and rotary valve engine. So now the price of guns is really low. And I'll come back and see how things look. I'll do the same thing with my textile industry. I'm going to put it on mechanized looms. And I'm going to change it to sewing machines. So now my GDP is up to 5.6 million. And I'm going to come up to the next thing here, rental houses. I'm going to change it to apartment blocks. That sounds cool. Now I'm going to do my pharmaceuticals. And I don't think I can change anything here. I will give it rotary valve engines. So you'll see these unemployed people start to leave. Now I'm going to come and upgrade my sawmill. I'm going to give it chainsaws. Now I'll give it steam donkeys. And I will do rail transport. And that's it. I'm also going to come to my vineyard. I'm going to give it automatic irrigation with motors. And I'm going to do rail transport. Now all these things are going to push my GDP up and give me more income so I can build more construction sectors, which I don't have. So I need to start building something at least. I'm coming to my market and I'll see that I should do common ore. So I'm going to come to my resources. I'm going to build a common ore mine in Pennsylvania. And I'm also going to go to Ontario, put it to condensed engine pump and dynamite. And I'm also going to do the same thing in Pennsylvania with the new one that I just put. Just like that. Now I see I need glass and steel because my construction started up again. I look at my market and I need that. So I'm going to put down two of each. First I'll do my glass. And first I'm going to check and see I can upgrade the buildings. I'll come to my registry, go to my glass. And I want to check. Right, so I don't want to do it that way. I want to click here and see they all have a check mark. So that's all I wanted to see. So I'm going to change my glass. Oh, they already have crystal glass. So, okay, I'll build another glass factory in Ontario. I'm going to use glass there too for the houses. Actually, don't. Put it in Indiana. And I'll put another glass in Illinois. And I'm going to go and make sure that it's on crystal. Okay. Now I'm going to take my steel mill. And I'm going to put a steel mill in Ohio and New York. So I'll build a glass, a steel, a glass, and a steel. And I'm spending $10,000. So that's alright. As soon as I put these buildings up, the price is going to go down. Most of my money is spent on steel. $20,000 on steel. And I changed the dollar sign. I changed the pound sign to a dollar sign. So when I say dollars, it sounds better. That's just a simple mod you can get on the Steam Workshop. And I'm going to unpause my shipyards. So now my ships are under construction. I'm going to check out my port. And I have it subsidized. And it's only costing $184. So that's cool. I'm going to leave it subsidized. I am going to go to my shipyard. And I'm going to put it on reinforced wooden ships. It'll take engines, common ores, and hardwood. Now I do need more hardwood. So I can come to Pennsylvania. Logging camps here. Now I see they have this check mark. And first I'll double check Michigan. And they can hire, and it is profitable. But there's really no workers here. And now I'll check the one in New York. There is a bonus in New York, right here, for hardwood. So I can come to my building here in New York, click on my logging camp, change it to hardwood. And I'm also going to give it sawmills. How do my tools look? I'm negative 52. So I'm going to come to my resources, my urban buildings. I'm going to build a tool workshop in New York. But I'm going to finish my steel mill and my other glass factory first before I begin construction on the tools. And now I need artillery. What am I demanding artillery for? Shipyards. Oh, for my for my new ships that I'm building. They have guns on them. So I'm going to come to my artillery. Oh, I don't have an artillery factory. So I'm going to build one. Right here. I'm going to put that on top of my list. And right away, I'm just going to put it onto breech loaders, rotary valve engine. And my paper mill, I put rotary valve engine too. I'm going to bump it up right to paper bleaching. I can afford that, I think. My GDP is now 6.4 million. Let's see here. The media industry. Let's see. There's nothing I can really do here. I don't need to change it to anything special. Now, instrument workshop. Same thing. It can just stay artisan instruments. Now my homeowners' houses, I'm going to change to suburban villa development. So now it's going to consume steel, glass, and furniture. Now the next building is my glassworks, which I already know is doing all right. But I do want some oil. So I'm going to come to New York and I'm going to put a whaling industry right on top. It's going to cost 4 weeks. For the steel mill in New York, it's only going to be 3 more weeks. So I'm going to finish that. And I'm going to come and check New York out. Got 159,000 people, 43,000 laborers, 93,000 peasants. It has a steel mill, a glassworks, a shipyard, iron mine, logging camp, fish yard, livestock, and wheat. So New York's doing pretty good. I'm going to come to my market and I'm going to look at it. Steel, tools, glass. I might go for lead first. What do I got here? Right here I got glass and steel and tools all lined up. I'm going to put another steel, glass, and tools all in a row underneath it. Now figure out where to put them. So the first one I'll do tools, and I'll put it in Indiana. It's a good spot. And then I'm going to go for, actually I just put it on the bottom of the list. Then I'm going to do another steel mill, and I'm going to put the steel mill. See, I have in New York, Pennsylvania. One's going in Ohio. I'm going to put it in Indiana. Now I'm going to go for my glass work. And I'm going to put this one in Ontario. Where would I make the most money? That's where I should be putting it. I'm going to put it in Iowa. So now Iowa's going to put a glass work. Okay, good. So now I'm going to put this one on top. It'll take 6 more weeks. And I have insufficient crew. Right, because I need to hire crew. So I'm going to put my main thing right here in New York, right where the port is, right where all the guys are. And I'm going to go to my naval administration, and I'm going to go 2 of them. And I think it's 1,000 each. Yeah, 1,000 each. And I'll probably need 2,000 soldiers. So I'll build 2 of those, put them right on top. Come to my market and I'll look. And even though I demand these goods, the prices aren't very high. So I'm going to put another construction sector into Indiana, especially since I'm building a lot of stuff there. It'll make the buildings go faster. Construction sectors lower, no, they increase your construction efficiency. Most of my states have really bad construction efficiency, mainly because they're in turmoil. It gives you a bad trade advantage, low state construction efficiency, tax waste, education access is lowered, they won't assimilate, and there's less likely to migrate. And I'm going to look at Michigan and look at the population. I can see that people are starting to migrate to Michigan. So that's just awesome. Now I can fill these factories up even faster. And I want to make sure that every factory I have is at least uh, it has the production method where it lowers the amount of workers, the automation production. I think all of it here. The rest of them just need electricity. Oh, my motor industry. I'll give the motors the rotary valve engine. That'll be good. And I already did the steel mill. And the food industry, I need oil. So before I do that, I think I can do canned meat. The canned meat option is going to help my livestock ranches. Now that meat's more expensive, my livestock ranches are going to be worth more money. I'm going to come look at the livestock ranches. Let's see. They are... Oh, I got to go to my farms. Right here. They're doing better. They're hiring more than they were. All of these ones are hiring here. Every one of them. From Ohio, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin. Good. So I'm going to come back to my market. I'm going to look at my resources. I definitely need lead. So I'm going to go to my lead mines and see Illinois can have dynamite. And I'm also going to put one in Missouri. Put it on top of my list. Good. It'll take 8 weeks. And now I'm going to check out. What am I going to check out? I'm going to go to my market. Now I think I've done everything I could with my explosive factory. No, I didn't. I'm going to put it to vacuum evaporation. And that's going to use chemicals. And I have tons of chemicals. So I'm going to click this. But it's also going to use more engineers. And I want to make sure I do have qualifications. So I'm going to put my explosives factory to vacuum evaporation. So now on my market I have positive 34 explosives. And that'll make all my mines run better too. I should go to every one of my mines. I'll go to rural. I'm going to go to copper mines and go to dynamite. All of them. Gold mines, especially gold mines. I'm going to do dynamite, condensed engine pumps on my gold mine. That way I can make some more gold. Iron mines need dynamite. I'll give them all condensed engine pumps. Now my GDP is almost 7 million. Livestock ranches are fine. I'm not going to change any of my logging camps, just the mines. I think that's all my mines. Here's my sulfur mines. Dynamite, atmospheric condensed engines. Alright, good. So I'll come back to my market and I'm going to look at my numbers. Tools and coal. I'm going to look through my coal mines and I'm going to see they all are upgraded. So I'm going to put another coal mine here. I'm going to put it in Illinois. Right on top of my list. Actually, I'm going to put the tools on the very top. It'll take 12 weeks. I got to get my tool numbers down. 134. Sweet. And how's my money look? I'm spending money. Ooh, I don't have any authority. So I'm going to cancel my road maintenance. And I'm going to cancel promote social mobility. Okay, now my authority's back. And it's because my leader of my government is negative 60 popularity. That's why I'm losing all of my authority. But that's fine. I don't need that stuff. I'm going to keep greener grass and manufacturing. That'll be fine. Actually, I'm going to cancel manufacturing. I'm going to see what that does. So that's going to make my throughput less in all my factories. It didn't really lower my GDP. So I'm going to go to my market, and I'm going to check it. I have tools, coal, and 2 steels in production. And I'm going to put more coal. And these are going to go on the bottom of my list. I'm going to find the state that will make the most. Let's see, Pennsylvania is paying $6.12. And I want to see what Illinois pays once the building goes up. Ohio's paying $7.47. And the building in Illinois is going to take 5 more weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and it looks like I'm making enough money. I'm going to build another construction sector. I'm going to do this one in Ontario. And I'll put another one in Illinois. And I'll see what happens. I'm making $31,000. And my coal mine is going to be done in 1 week. Now I'm producing 115 construction points. It's going to go up, because these aren't hired all the way yet. Once they hire, probably have 120 points. So now my steel mill is going to take 7 weeks to finish. I want to pick a few more buildings to put down. And I think I'm going to go for coal mines. But first I'm going to look at my explosive factories. I only have 1. If I build a new one, the cheapest place would be North Carolina. They don't have any workers. And then it would be Ohio. But they already have one. So I'm going to upgrade this to vacuum evaporation. But I think Ohio's good on workers, so I don't need to worry about that. But I'm definitely going to change that production. So now I'm going to focus on my coal again. Now I'm going to go to my coal mines. I'm going to look at Illinois, and they pay $3.20. That's why it was my best option. So I'll come here and I'll put one in South Dakota and North Dakota. There's 2 more coal mines. And both of them are using engine pumps and dynamite. And from now on, all my mines are going to be using that stuff. There's no reason not to. Some other things I'm going to hold back on upgrading. So except my alloy plant, I can't really upgrade this at all. So I am going to throw one into Michigan. And that should build fast. Michigan has the best production construction efficiency. And the one that I put down here is going to have rotary valve engines. And that'll take 8 weeks. I'm going to come look at the market. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I'm going to look at my paper buildings. I have 2 of them. Michigan's is updated, but Ohio's isn't. So I'm going to come to Ohio and open up the paper mill. I'm going to change this to paper bleaching. That'll bring my government costs down. I spent $2,000 on paper. And let's see, I do want to look at my government buildings. I want to see what things are looking like. I want to put one in Ohio and change it to simple organization. And I want to do the same thing in Pennsylvania. And I want to do the same thing in New York. Simple organization. And let's see. I'm going to build one of these governments after the steel mill, but then I'm going to go for the coal mine. Because I'm going to click on this button and I'm going to go and increase my home affairs, law enforcement, education, and workplace safety, all by one level. And I'd like to have one simple government in each one of my states. And I'm also going to go ahead and colonize Tennessee. I was totally forgetting to colonize anything. And I'm going to look at my fleet. I'm going to look at my ships. And it says that its projection power is 323. And that means... I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to come down here to South America, I think. Let me open up the rubber. Where's the rubber plantation? Open up the rubber goods. And I'm going to go goods potential. Yeah, it's just down here. So I'm going to colonize Para, probably. I think this has the most rubber. 22. So I'm going to come set my ships down here and see what they do. Oh, I'll set them in this node right here. And they'll have to sit there for a minute, so I'm just going to let them sit. And my coal mine here is going. And I want to check and see my steel mill in Ohio. Hire it. Cool. So I'm going to go back to my market. I'm going to check it out. Tons of fabric, tons of wheat, tons of wood. Awesome. I need more coal. I always need more coal. And what do I have under production? Right now I only have one coal mine. Be done in 1 week. I'm going to come over here to North Dakota and look at it. Same with South Dakota. I know I built one here. So that's all hired up. And it looks like they have enough qualifications because the coal mines take engineers and machinists. And same here. They're going to hire. Well, they don't want to work for such a low wage. You're going to have to wait till the wage goes up. My Michigan fleet has low organization. Okay. Projection power. I'm going to click my colony button. Is that right? No. What would I do? See, I have this one here, engaged. And I guess I just have to wait. I just have to sit here for a minute. Project power. Yep. That's what I want. And I think I'm going to build... There's one more ship under construction. There's a few, because I built more than one. Yeah, I have a frigate under construction and a ship of the line still. That's good. Come back to my market. I want to pick something to build. And without construction, I can see that I should put some fish. So I'm going to go to resources and put a fishing wharf in Massachusetts. I'm going to build a gold mine. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't really need gold. But I'm going to go to my market and look and see what resources I need while I'm building. And I need more glass. So I'll go to Urban, Glass Works. The best place to put this is going to be... I don't worry about that. I'm going to put down some rental houses. North Carolina and Tennessee. Peasants need houses. So my GDP is 8 million. And another thing too, other than houses, rental houses, I'm going to put homeowner houses. It looks like I can fit a couple of these. So I'm going to put one in every state that doesn't have one with a check mark. That way I can get my people to start living in houses. that own their houses, so they're going to be homeowners. That way I can at least fill up my production queue. So now I'm going to come back to my market and look and see glass and tools. So I'm going to click on my glass factory here, figure out which place would be the most valuable. It'll be in Iowa. I don't want to build one in Iowa though. I'm going to build one in Massachusetts, and I'm going to put one in Minnesota. Oh, Massachusetts has two? No, I want one. Minnesota is going to have a glassworks. Does it put it in there? Yes. Good. Oh, I messed up. I hold the Alt button and I press it to throw it on top of the list. Now I'm going to come look at my population. I'm going to see 2.6 million peasants, 500,000 laborers. Cool. I'm going to come look at my market, throw down some tool factories. I'm going to build I'm going to build a power plant. I'm going to come to Michigan. I'm going to put, I don't want to do all that yet. I want to catch up with my market. I want to catch up with these buildings first. So I'm going to go for tools. Where did they go? Tools. Yeah, so I'm going to go Illinois. I'm going to click on Illinois and make sure that it's the right kind of building. There it is. Yeah, steel tools. So I'm just building steel tools from now on. I'm going to go Illinois, and I'm going to go Wisconsin. And then I'll put one, probably Minnesota. Yeah, I'll put one in Minnesota. Sounds good. I'll check and see it is steel tools. Now my market. Yeah, so I'm going to put another construction sector. I'm up to 136 points. And I'm going to put this construction sector into Wisconsin. I'm going to come to Wisconsin and I'm going to watch this thing higher. Now I'm going to get these prices up even higher. Right, because I want to be able to use 400 construction points. Okay, so the District of Columbia has 25% of the population is below their minimum expected of living. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to just put a fishing wharf and a cotton plantation. Well, I probably don't need cotton. And I'm going to put the fishing wharf on top of the building queue. I'm just going to build a maize farm. That way they can get fruit, sugar, and wheat locally. It'll do a little tiny boost to my GDP. And the only thing the GDP matters for me is resources to put into my construction. So now I have 100, almost 150 construction points. And I'm going to look at my market. Always going to come look at my market. Over and over. Now I'm going to have to put down some explosive factories. I'm going to come over here and find it. Explosives. I'm going to look at Michigan and Ohio. They're both upgraded. And it looks like I'll make the most money putting it in New York. So I'm going to build one of those in New York. And that'll take 12 weeks. And I'll be right back. I got to go do something. And take 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And it looks like my explosive factory is halfway done. But I'm going to throw this housing district on top. It's only going to take 1 week. And that's in Iowa. And I want to watch it higher. Well, I guess it's not going to higher. Because the price of houses is down to $22. So I got my explosive, 2 tools, and 2 glass. Now come to my market and see that I definitely need glass and tools and explosives. Now, one explosives factory makes 149 explosives. So I'm going to make sure that the one that I built has the most advanced, has this vacuum evaporation. So I'll click on it in New York, and it does. It has vacuum evaporation, and it's hiring. It pays $5.41 on average. Sweet. So now I'm waiting for my tool factories to build. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put my electronic components industry into Ontario. And it's just going to make basic wires. In Michigan, I'm going to put my battery plant. And the voltaic piles is going to use alloy, sulfur, copper, and common ores. And I think that'll be enough to be able to get my power plant going. And I also have enough that I think I can put down 2 more construction sectors. So I'm going to put this one in West Virginia. And then I'm going to put my other one in maybe Minnesota. I want to see my ledger. Which one of my states has the best GDP? Global GDP? Is that states? Yeah, state. No, that's not it. Let's see here. Countries, GDP, global GDP. National GDP? Yes, national GDP. So, Ohio, Michigan, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Indiana. Alright, so I found that, but now what was I going to do with it? I was going to... I'll change my barracks. No, I won't do nothing with that. What was I looking at my buildings for? Oh, because I want to build... I want to put my construction sector. Yeah, so I'm going to put my construction sector on my ledger with my national GDP. No. Production in states. What was the one I just clicked on? Let's see. Global GDP? No. Power block? No. I thought it was national GDP. Let me turn this off. Let me go back. There it is. Yeah. So let's see. Pennsylvania, Indiana. Those all have construction sectors. Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota. So I'm going to put one in South Dakota. Which one has the lowest upkeep? The lowest upkeep would be Minnesota. I'll put it there. I'm so indecisive. Yeah, put it right on top. And I definitely think I have enough money for 2. So I'm going to put it on... New Jersey's going to get one. And it's on steel frame, so that's good. I'm going to finish up with these houses before I do the electronics and battery. But I am going to check this out. I'm going to go for more glass. So I go for my glass works. And I'll do it in New Jersey. New Jersey, or I just put it in Tennessee. How the hell did that happen? Alright, so I'll go to New Jersey. I'm going to go right to New Jersey, because every time I go to press the button it moves. I'm going to go to New Jersey, and I'm going to put down my construction sector. It already has one. Construction sector, lowest upkeep, going to be Massachusetts. So I'm going to come over here to Massachusetts. Actually, no. I can't afford that yet. I need glass. So I'll come to New Jersey and I'm going to build a glass factory. Yeah, so now New Jersey can make glass for itself. Awesome. I'm going to throw that on top of the list. And I'm going to need more glass and steel both. So I'm going to put 2 more of each. I'm going to put 1 more glass. I'm going to put that in Missouri. So now Missouri will have 1. Well, okay, I'm going to start not doing that. I'm going to click on my productivity, and the most productive one would be Massachusetts. So I'm going to put a second one in Massachusetts. And then I'm going to go to my steel mill, and I'm going to see, I'm going to put one in New York. So New York's going to have 2 steel mills. And I don't think there's any buildings in Michigan that I can change the production methods on. I can do my farms. I'm going to give my farms tractors. My livestock farm, I can give fences. I'll do that. I'm going to give them medicine also. My vineyard, everything looks good there. My infrastructure, everything seems fine here. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to look up here though and see my steel factory is 10 weeks left. Put it on play. I'm going to look around. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of my housing districts are hiring a lot of people because the more my GDP rises little by little, the more houses people are going to be able to afford. Yeah, so I need a lot of glass factories. So I'm going to go to my glass, do the same thing. I'm going to put one in Missouri. It changes at the beginning of the week. So I don't need one in Missouri. Yeah, one in Missouri, one in Wisconsin. Then I'm going to go to my lead mines. And I'm going to put a lead mine into Illinois. 549. This says 542. Ohio 624. But I'll make the most money in Illinois, so I'm going to put one here. Put it on top of the list. Here's the one in Ohio. And Ohio has 49,000 peasants, 200,000 people. Michigan only has 162,000. That's fine, we can change that at some point. Hopefully the migration starts to come in here quicker. We'll see, a few people migrated, but I didn't catch where they came from. I'll wait till the next week rolls over. Nope, still nobody. My GDP is now 8.2 million. It's 48% atheist, almost more than half. And I have a ton of laborers, 85,000. Oh yeah, it's been like that for a while. So let's see, I just finished my other glass factory. I'm going to put the steel mill in New York on top. There's only 4 weeks left. I'm going to come look at it when it builds, after it finishes, see it higher. Okay, so 5,000 people first. Now it'll have 10,000 once it builds. There we go. See it hire all these people up. They all have secure standard of living. And the standard of living is just barely staying stable. It wants to come down, but I'm pushing it up little by little. I'm going to come and colonize Maine. Let's get Maine into the fold. Reset the map. There we go. Market access in New York is 92%. I'm going to come here and see what things look like. The infrastructure should be upgraded to steam trains. So I'll do that. So now New York is now using steam trains. The infrastructure was bumped up a little. And now the market access is back to normal. Good. Now I should take my livestock ranch, and I should, oh, I can't do that without power. Can't do it with the wheat farm. My logging camps. I'm going to put my logging camps on rail transport, so it demands rail, and it makes transport more expensive. So I'll come back to my infrastructure, and I can see now it's more profitable. So it's going to hire some more people and get some more infrastructure. That's how you increase your railway. You pick a building and you turn in production methods to buy the railroad, and now you can make the transportation more expensive, and that'll fix infrastructure that is not profitable. So if there's no workers and you need infrastructure, that's how you get up there without subsidizing it. Now my glass factory is almost done over here in New Jersey. It's one of their first buildings they have, the first factory that New Jersey is going to get. It has 7 manor houses. Wow. Yeah, the subsistence farms has 72,000 people. I'm going to check the local prices and see how things look. I could start putting transportation networks all over. Okay, I'm going to check my market and see that I want more lead mines. So I'll come to resources, do lead. I'm going to build all 3. 1, 2, 3. Each one of these states will get a brand new one. And hopefully that'll push my lead prices down. Okay, good. Insufficient crew. So I got to come back to New York, and I'm going to build another naval administration. And I'll come back to my shipyard here. And I'm going to hover over Brazil. Right? How do I see established colony? No. Interest tier 2 engaged in Brazil. And it says I'm at, where does it say I'm at? I'm probably at 0. Right, I'm at 0, but it's gray, so it's increasing. And if I click my fleet, I can go project power. Stop zooming in and out. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so they're projecting power. I want to zoom this down. I want to zoom this to formation setting. Oh, because I have this open. Right, okay. And I don't think it's going to show me what I want to see in here. Click modifiers. I'm not going to read through that whole list and look for it. I'm just going to sit there and wait. Things have changed since last time when I played and I colonized. I remember there was a button that popped up that I could hover over just like these ones. But I don't see it, so it's alright. Yeah. But I am colonizing Maine, so that's good. And I should go ahead and put in a rental building there. So I'll put in my rental housing district into Maine. I'm going to look at my market and see if I should build anything. I should put down a coal mine, and an iron mine, and a sulfur mine. So I'm going to go iron. And the most profitable place would be Connecticut. And then I'm going to put down a sulfur mine. Put that in Michigan. And since this is going in Michigan, okay, it already is updated. And the production methods are already advanced. Come to my new iron mine in Connecticut, and I'll see that both of these are on the right production method. Now I'll build a coal mine. And the best, most profitable place would be Illinois. But I'm going to put it in Massachusetts instead. Now, Massachusetts only has a logging camp, a fishing wharf. That's it. So now I was going to get this coal mine to get some more peasants into the market. I always think it's better to put a building into a state with the least amount of buildings. And now I know the profitability thing, like when you click on a building and click this, I know that it's not always exactly like what it should be. Let me click on market, and I want to see my transportation. It's not going to be on this list. It's going to be here. So I can hover over this and see that a couple of these places, like Michigan, rental housing is expensive. And I'll click on it. I'll go here, and I'll see it's having trouble. It's not making money. It's producing 6. Probably because steel, glass, and furniture and stuff cost too much. Yep, that's why. I'm going to come through and throw down a few logging camps. I'm going to put one in every single state with a check mark. So I'll go Virginia, Vermont, and I'll double check and see and make sure it's simple. Yep. And I'll put one in Kentucky, and West Virginia, New Hampshire, North Dakota, South Dakota. That's it. That's all I'm going to do for now. And each one's only going to take 2 or 3 weeks to finish. And that's going to bring my price of wood down. It's going to pull a bunch of peasants out of their peasant farms. And it'll push my demand for all my goods up higher. And I am going to change my barracks to advanced tactics. And I will go to my military too. I want to do this. I'm going to click, well, first I got to hire a general. I'll click my military. I'll go to mobilization. I'm going to give it all of the goods that it needs. I'll do rail transport, first aid, and I'm not going to do chemical weapons. So the next time I raise my army, it's going to pull all of those goods out of my market. Now I only have 4 logging camps left. I go to my market. let's see what I should do now. The most expensive thing is coal. Coal should be something that I try to go for next. So I'll take my coal mines, I'll put one in Iowa, and I want to click Iowa and see that it has condensed pump with dynamite. And I'm going to put a coal mine in Virginia, and Kentucky, and West Virginia. I have one more house left, 5 weeks, and then I can start to build my electronic components industries. But first I'm going to put one of my coal mines, I'll put 2 of my coal mines on top. Those are only going to take 5 weeks, because I'm dumping 192 construction points into it. And soon I'm going to get to the point where I can build one building within 1 week. Like farms and shit like that. Yeah, my shipyard, I don't want to go to steamships yet. Do I? I think I do. Yeah, I'm going to click on steamships. So I'm going to move it over. I'm going to come back down to my port. And I'm going to put my port onto industrial port. So now it's going to demand steamers. And I don't think I had any other building that used anything like that. So that'll be okay. Come back to my shipyards. And it's doing good. So now how much am I spending on my port? I'm only spending about $700. Cool. That's worth it. And I do need more government now. So I'm going to come through and put one in Ontario, one in Indiana. I'm going to make sure that it's simple. Yes, it is. Same with Ontario. Yeah, simple. Okay, now I'll put one in Illinois and Wisconsin and Minnesota. And I'll put one in the District of Columbia, just for fun. And that'll be the one that's done first. So I'll come in here and I'll see it hire. It's going to hire aristocrats. Now I need 225 aristocrats, but I only have 42 available. There's 50 hired. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So now Maine has risen up to fight me. It's been a while since somebody's done that. So I'm going to send my crew over there with all their new goods and stuff. Oh, they turned around. And I'm also going to hire one more infantry. And I'm going to take this one from New York. Yeah. So I'll take care of that issue. And I'll come to my market. Let's see here. I know that steel is going to take tools, but I want to get my steel way down. So I'm going to build a few of these. Now this one in New York, I have 2 of them here, and it's having trouble hiring. And if it gets too low on workers, the building will decay down 1 level. And when it's at the first level, you have to pay money for upkeep because it won't decay. And you'll hire a few people to keep like upkeep on it. And so I'm going to put some steel mills in some more states. I'm going to put one in Illinois. I'll put one in Wisconsin. And I'll put one in Ontario. So there's 3 steel mills going up. And that should help my price, and that should help bring down my construction cost. do want to end up putting down a new construction sector. I definitely need one of those. And the war has started. To arms. I'm going to check my government. Let's see. If I reform it, it's good where it is. Can't get any better. It's only going to get worse if I reform it. So there's the peace treaty. So Maine is taken care of. We can continue to colonize. We can continue to take their slaves away from them and free them so they can become active citizens. And let's see here. My budget here is looking all right. I'm continuously negative, but my red bar is going down. My GDP is skyrocketing. So let's go to construction sector. I'm going to build one in. Let me do the lowest upkeep. Massachusetts can have its own construction sector now. I'm going to come to Massachusetts and look at the buildings. It makes glass, coal, logs, and fish. Now the construction sector is hiring. And I'm almost up to 200 construction points. And I built both my steel factories, and the copper wire plant is now finished. Making copper wires, but there's no market for it, so I'm spending money keeping this building open. Mainly just for maintenance. So I'm going to come to Michigan here, and on the very bottom I'm going to start construction on my power plant on the bottom of my construction list, construction queue. And it looks like I'm starting to get to the point where I can build 2 buildings at once. That's right where I want to be. So I've colonized Maine. So I'm going to make a new colony, and I'm going to go to... First I'm going to hover around the states and see who's calm. I'll just go to a calm state. So it looks like I'm going to go to... I'll do Nebraska. So I'm going to colonize into Nebraska, and then right away I'll click on it here, and I'm going to put down my rental houses and my own home ownership houses. I'm going to go through and see if I missed any. Nope, I didn't. Now I'm going to put both of these homes here. Tennessee and Maine, even though they don't have qualifications, I'm going to give them homes. I should go through and turn all my houses onto a higher production method. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my buildings. I'm gonna go to my homeowners' houses. Where are they at? Go to my urban button. Come down here to homeowners. And I'm gonna put all my houses on suburban villa. And that's gonna make my furniture demand go way up. I'll come to Michigan and look at it. See, they demand furniture. So if I come to my market and look at my furniture, it's -4. That ain't bad. But tools. It looks like tools hit an all-time high or low, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go to my urban, and I'm going to click Tool Workshop. I'm going to see which one will I make the most money if I put it in. Looks like Michigan will. And it now has 10,000 peasants. So I'm going to build a tool factory here in Michigan. I'm going to come down to Michigan and look and see. I finished the battery plant. So here's the battery plant. Good. And it's actually profitable, even though there's no demand for... Oh. there is a demand for batteries, and it looks like everyone buys them. They buy it for household items needs. The batteries are equivalent to 2 pieces of furniture. Sweet. So that works. Now my battery plant's in Michigan. I can't upgrade them because I need electricity. But I will turn on rotary valve engines. Just because why not? It seems like the right thing to do. So now I'm going to look and see that my market access in Massachusetts is only 95%. So I'm going to come down here to the infrastructure. I'm going to build one. And that's going to help out. Another thing too here in New Jersey, I'm going to take the, wait, not New Jersey. Was it Delaware? No, it was New York. I'm going to take the infrastructure. It's on Steam Train. I'm going to go to my buildings menu. I'm going to reset the filters. I'm going to come down and I'm going to find the building called infrastructure. There it is. And Michigan is still on experimental trains. I'm going to turn it to steam trains. Very good. Okay, so I need to focus on checking out my market and see the most demanded things is tools, explosives, and iron. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to build a few tool factories. I already put one in Michigan. I'm going to put one in New Jersey. Well, they only have 2 infrastructure left. That's right. Put one in New Jersey. Put one in Missouri. Now, iron mines. Here. I'm going to do these on top of my building list. I'm going to put one in Michigan. And the one in Michigan, I'm going to put it on steam donkeys, rail transportation. And I'm going to build my iron mines in Virginia. We'll have one. West Virginia will also have one. And I'm going to put one in Kentucky. They have a lot of infrastructure. So there's all my new iron mines. All in the Appalachians area, kinda. Now, Ohio needs a infrastructure. I put that on top of my list. And so does Massachusetts, but it already has one under construction. I'm going to bring that to the 2nd spot. And then I'm going to go and take a construction sector, and I'm going to push it really hard, and I'm going to put one in Quebec. Maybe I'll start to build some things over there. Who knows? Probably not the best place to put one. I probably should have put one down here, but it's alright. I already did it. I'm just going to fill up with workers. And the only thing that exists here is a livestock farm. Oh, it does have an iron mine and a logging camp. How's my wood look? Wood is plus 246. Okay. And I have iron mines, tool factories, and infrastructure. So the one more thing that I'm going to do is build explosives. But I'm going to wait till all this construction's done. I'm worried that when I quit building, my GDP is going to just collapse really far. Because I think that a lot of my economy now is based completely around me building buildings. So now Nebraska has risen up. So I'm going to take my army, I'm going to mobilize, and send them over. But yeah, that's another reason why I want to keep it on 4. Because the faster I build, the more my GDP is going to be at risk. And it's $2.88 on average per capita. Now I wonder if, oh, here's my gold mine, and it is filled up all the way. I'm going to go ahead and give it steam donkeys. That way I don't have to really hire anybody. And South Dakota doesn't have any infrastructure yet, so I'm not going to worry about transporting it on rail. It just has road carts. But I am going to build 2 of them. I'm going to build all 6. Well, no, that'd be stupid. I'm only going to build 2 of them. Because I don't know if there's even enough people that live in the state that want to work there. Yeah, so that's fine. I'll leave it how it is. My gold mine is going to take 1 more week. So I'm going to see what happens when it finishes. And I'm going to see if it even hires anybody at all. See, right now it's losing money. Because my gold price collapsed. The only people who demand gold is 36 buy orders. Mostly aristocrats and shopkeepers. I have 66 sell orders. There's tons of gold in my market. War with Nebraska is broken out, so I'm going to fight those guys. And they do have an army. That's the first natives that actually had an army in a while. So that's kind of nice to see. That means that the populations here, see this one, Kansas has 500,000 people. Sometimes they'll get turmoil and the population will start to go back down. A lot of these people in all of these places live in destitution. Some do, some don't, it looks like. Peace treaty with Nebraska. I can continue to colonize. So now I got both of my iron mines building now at the same time. Cool. I'm going to click on the one in Virginia. I'm going to come over here to Virginia. And I'm going to look at the iron mine. Yeah, it's hiring plenty of people. I'll double check the coal mine and logging camps. I should put all my logging camps onto tools. I want to try. Let's go to buildings. And I'm going to come down to my logging camps. Here we go. Now Pennsylvania. I'm going to change it to cash reserves maybe? No. I don't know. I'll change Pennsylvania to sawmills. It's going to use 5 tools. Now if I change all of them to sawmills, I'm going to use 111 tools. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. I don't even need any wood either. But West Virginia needs infrastructure. So I'll put one of those down here. The tooling workshop in Missouri will be done in 5 weeks. So I'm going to come back to my market and see what else should I try to catch up with. Just tools, mainly tools. So I'm going to go ahead and take tools and I'm going to put them all over the place. I'll see which one would be worth the most profits. I'll go Massachusetts, I'll put one in Iowa, I'll put one in West Virginia, and Quebec. So I'm going to build 5 tool factories. It'll take 3 weeks. And my money up here is still looking good. It's negative 17,000, so I guess that's kind of a lot. I'll wait till this starts to change a little. Yeah, so West Virginia, I'm going to go ahead and put the infrastructure right on top because it needs to have that big time. I do need more explosives. I'm going to check out my explosives market. And you know what? I think that my power plant's done. Yes, my power plant is finished. And I can turn it on to coal-fired power plants. That's the only thing I can change. I don't have oil yet. I don't have natural gas. So here's my electricity. So what am I going to do with my electricity? I'm going to come to my steel mill and I'm going to change it to electric arc processes. And I'm going to let my market catch up with this. So my electronic components company hopefully is going to start to make some more profit and hire some more people over here. And it gets the copper locally, so it's plus 17 copper, so it's cheap. It has qualifications and peasants. There they go, they're hiring. Good, so wires is cheap. I'll come back and I'm going to look at my power plant and I see everything looks good. I'll come back to my steel mill, put it to oxygen steel making furnace. Oh, nope, I need computer chips, so I won't do that yet. Cool. So now explosives. So now I'll come to my explosives. I'll put it to brine explosives. That's going to use electricity. So now I'm going to come to here and see I still need more explosives even though I did that. Same with glass and tools. I want to mess with my tools. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to find my tool factory. Open it up and change it to, oh right, because I don't have rubber. So forget about that. My battery plant. I need to figure this out. So my batteries. I can do lead batteries. And I'm going to upgrade it to those. Lead batteries. Cool. And what's my market say that I'm short? I'm still short a bunch of explosives. So I'm going to go to urban and click on my explosives. And I think I have a few buildings. I have 3. But these states don't have electricity yet. I'm going to build an explosives factory here in Michigan. I'm going to put it on manual data optimization. That's going to take it from 204. Now see, it brings it to 219. And this will be done in 4 weeks. And I'm making a lot of money. So I'm going to take a construction sector. I'm going to put it, actually no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to look at Massachusetts. I'm going to see if the infrastructure looks good. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait on that. I'm going to go to my coal mines. I'm going to put rail transportation. And that'll help push the infrastructure up down there. Now my market says that I need more chemicals. I don't think that I've messed with my chemical plant really. So I'm going to turn my chemical plant up to improved fertilizer. And I can't bring it here because I don't have any oil really. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click my oil rigs. I'm going to go to Pennsylvania and build an oil rig in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to put this onto nothing yet, just steam-powered oil derricks. Yeah, that's all I can do there. And I'll come to my market and look around. I want pharmaceuticals and alloys. And I know that now that Michigan has a power plant, I can take my alloys and I can bring it to electric. Yeah, I don't have advanced ores yet, so I'll do electric arc processing alloy. So that fixes that problem. And I'll come back and look at my chemical plants. See if I have a few different ones, or if I only have one. And it's going to be here. Yeah, so I only have one. And it's on improved fertilizers. So if I go to build another one, the best place to do it, that I would make the most money, looks like it would be Tennessee. They don't have qualifications. So I'm going to put a chemicals plant in Iowa. All of the same settings that I had over there. And I'm also going to come to my electronic components and I'm going to put it on vacuum tubes. So now I make circuits. I come back here to my alloy plant. Wait, maybe not alloy. Let's see, how about steel? Yeah, I'm going to put on oxygen steel making furnace, and I can use the vacuum tubes to get better steel. So now the chemical plant is going into Iowa. I'm going to click my market. I'm going to look at my glass factories. So my glass works here. I can push it to houseware. No, I don't have plastic. So I'm going to need to build. Yeah, I'm going to need to build glass places, probably all over. And all of these are probably forest glass, crystal glass. Yep. And the place that I could build it, it would make the most money, would be Michigan, but nobody really works there. So the next best place is going to be nowhere, because I'm not constructing anything. So that's fine. I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to focus on my medicine and chemicals. So I'm going to build a chemical factory. Where's that building at? I gotta find it. Chemicals. I'm gonna put one in Pennsylvania. Wait, I gotta double check some stuff here. Check my earnings. Okay, so earnings is low. That's because on the market, it's no longer needed. So I'm gonna go for pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it's all a game. So pharmaceuticals, the most place I would make the most money would be in Michigan. I'm going to put them right there. So it'll have 2 pharmaceutical buildings. And I can push it up to antibiotics. I'm going to do that. But now oil is expensive. I'm going to come back down to Ohio and check my oil well. I don't have one down here yet. If I have one at all, let me check. Oil. And Pennsylvania has the oil. And it is hiring. Good. Let it hire one more week, and I'll see if it doesn't hire anybody. Yeah, it did. How much oil do I need? I need 25 oil, and I'm producing 13. I'm going to build another oil well. I'm going to put the oil fields in Missouri. And that's it. I'll just build one in Missouri. It'll take 4 weeks to build that. And it looks like while I'm under construction, things look alright. So I'm going to build some more construction sectors. I'm going to put it in Connecticut. And that's it, just Connecticut. I'm going to come establish a colony in South Carolina. Awesome. And I'm going to come to my housing, my rental housing. I'm going to do one here in South Carolina. I'll put another housing district here too. So rentals and homeownership. My population is up to 4 million. And now since I have electricity, I'm going to come to my construction sector and put it onto arc welded buildings. I have 239 construction points. And I'm going to look at my power plant and see that I need more batteries and I definitely need more power. I'm going to build another one. I'm going to build 2 of them. And I'm going to change it to oil power plants. And my oil fields are, let me look at my oil field. Here in Pennsylvania, the oil field is hiring laborers, machinists, shopkeepers, and engineers. And they're paying an average of $3.72. So now I need to get this light fuel. Light fuel for my oil derricks. And I do need more batteries. So let me check my battery plant. What's going on over here? I can't do alkaline batteries. Let's see, this one, yeah, I need natural gas and advanced ores. How much batteries do I need? I consume 4, but I make 0.85. Okay, and the most expensive thing here is coal and sulfur. So I'm going to go through and build some coal mines. The most profitable place would be Massachusetts. So I'll put 1 in Massachusetts, 1 in Illinois, and 1 in Iowa. I'm going to go and do sulfur. I'm going to put a sulfur mine in Minnesota. Okay. And I'm going to put 1 more iron mine, and I'll put that in New York. No, I thought maybe I already put 1 there. So I'm going to put 1 where I don't have 1 yet, and I'll do it in Massachusetts. And I think this is going to be the end of my episode. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to hit pause. It's 1838. The GDP's up to 14 million. And I got a ways to go. Like I said at the beginning, I want data centers. I want to put a data center in every state. See how far I can push this engine. So, that's it. This is my episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.